Good morning, everyone. Today is Friday, December the 7th, and this is the Futures in 5. Taking a look, we won't go there to gold. Let's start here in the ES. I have yesterday's levels of breakdown and breakout. You can see from the results we had a pretty good day, not without some struggles, right? Stopped out a couple of times in the beginning of the day, just kept on, and then finally got our targets here and then broke out and got our long targets with ease, no stop out using the stop formations that we have. And so these are yesterday's levels for the breakout. You can see we're holding yesterday's breakout. And so that tells us that we have some lift still left in the market. The big picture is going to be how well we can handle it up here, moving up and over this space. See the thin volume profile rejecting us right here. Up above that, we've got price acceptance well into 27.15, 27.16. Interestingly, market makers in the SPX are predicting a spread action that puts us right at around 26.95 as the at the money anchor. And so we're looking at 27.20-ish on the upside and 26.60-ish on the downside. So that is what they are predicting. We're looking at sideways chop. So you better expect reversal edges wherever it is that you intend to break out. That will be very important for you to look at. NQ, same sort of thing. We actually did not come into our first target, and when we don't come into our first target in our blog reports, we have to register it as a loss from that tick space, but we turned right around and then had monster gains up into our targets that we did very well checking. Rolling off of those, look at this low volume profile could build in. For those of you taking a look at this, you can see old resistance, new support. Might ought to wait for that new support if you want to get engaged in the long side. This is price acceptance in general, but coming from underneath and then rejecting it gives us the price rejection, filling in the volume profile. Today might be very, very noisy. Again, taking a look at the YM. The YM faded sharply. You'll see this from the blog post 2 days ago that we had this level all the way down here. We always try to get our targets a little shy of those deep levels so that we can bank our profits instead of waiting for an edge. So the mechanic got us out here at around the 24,270 region, 274 region or so. Now doing the same thing, old resistance, new support, holding this edge with yesterday's levels still showing. What are we showing? That's price rejection. You can see it rejecting right there. Time price opportunity tool in Motive Wave, extraordinary tool. I use it every single day. Love sharing it with you guys so that you can see, and gals, so you can see what's going on in the space. All right, so this is support, resistance. We're going to have to break out over that edge. We've got resistance nearby here. Could be a very messy patch. Oil, we can see that we're breaking through. Now, everybody's in Vienna, probably the noise action there. We know they were trying to hold the bottom. Price acceptance here, fairly noisy. Notice yesterday we only got into our first targets. We actually hit our 50.08 on the nose, but again, we can't take that as a profit unless we absolutely positively said, no, I'm getting out of there. And so we would have to move up to that next space, because what we want to do when we put the blog numbers out is let it advance down so that when it comes back up, you'll say, oh, okay, that is where I need to take profit. But hitting it on the nose, not really the ideal thing for us, because we want to be able to take at that profit zone. So we have to take it at the next spot up. Here, what are we doing? We're going to see a trigger go off right here in the space. Resistance and support showing in a very choppy action. This is a very big spike up. This chart does need some recovery. Look at the overall motion, however. It is quite mixed. And so in a mixed space, we expect that we have support, resistance, pull back into support, we get a bounce, pop up into resistance, we get a reversal short. And that is still the environment we're sitting in there at this juncture. This one, we barely got our first target yesterday, which was that 1249.30. It advanced above it. We know pulling back, we've got to take some profit, particularly if our SMIs are flat and we're in a range bound space. Look at this volume profile. Wow. Yeah. Very, very pretty. Will the breakaway action prove out as important, potentially. Otherwise, we get ourselves, see, that was that trigger point we just saw in oil getting ready to go off. You see, it hit that level. That's going to be a profit marker for those of you that engaged early in the market space. So what have we got here? Possible bounce out. Do we see natural fades in the day today? Yes. Could it be very choppy? Yes. You got to watch your edges. Good luck trading today.